first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second down at the 15-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of
32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He may try and run for this. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. They'll run on first down. Walker.
Number 31.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's kind of like clockwork right now for them.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll run the toss to Walker. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. And again this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
To the 48-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number 83.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And inches at the 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. This is Mostert. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A 1st down there and a pickup at 25.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and 1 at the 7-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running right, here's Walker. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints.
To that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Here's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. One more time with Mostert. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On third down, here comes Mostert. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints 7. Bradley Pinion set to...
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wentz to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wentz going to throw. Saints. John Ross with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Jones now, off play action. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. It's a gain of 34.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Cooks has it over the middle. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off-play action. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk taken.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's going to be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mostert. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Wentz. He hits him in stride. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And got his man, complete. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Complete to
Chase Claypool. 81 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The extra point.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Wentz. Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz. And he hits his tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Touchdown, New Orleans! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Saints have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. it'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple times.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Lining up for the point after.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Really good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's the option. Jones out to the flat, that's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
complete.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Jones from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Is beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, as they score here, especially under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
32.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They run again with Walker. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
An extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And time faded. Now he's flushed out left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He's going to take another shot here. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mostert. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off down at the 10. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
To number 31.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And a Buccaneer first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's letting it fly from, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Jones now throwing on 4th down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Saints 42, Buccaneers 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Gibson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters. And now look at let him go. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. John Ross, 62 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And Walker with it over the middle. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.